cow. When these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes his man miss.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Powers through the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Ball. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out like that.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Jackson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long come. Has it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gave up some yards, man. They gave up some plays. They didn't set the tone like they talked about they wanted to. But in the biggest moment down here, 3rd and goal, nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and now forcing the 4th and goal. A little bit longer, a harder decision to make. Forget the yards you gave up, man. Nice job bowing your neck here inside the 5-yard line.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Drops back on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulls it in. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
tight on the receivers. Back to pass on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Nice move there. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Drops back. It's Stockton. Finds his back in the middle. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll go with Frazier. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Keeps it himself. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. he had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Handoff for Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Breaks the tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Gators want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Left side is Singleton.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Press center downs going to the air. Caught, it's Jackson. Smashes through the tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On play action. They're all over it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Firing deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter. Couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. First up, a look at Michigan taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Ball. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Running right, it's Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide right, it's Pryor. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's got it.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Caught, hit, and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff ball running left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You can see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Move to his right. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Makes a catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sells to Faith. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Look out! That pass not closes. He got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of this drive. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Snags it. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. This guy can throw it. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man. Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Sends it downfield. Makes a deep grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to run with ball. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're good. Lots of room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Frazier again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Going to the run. It's Ball. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Georgia going up tempo. Frazier again. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The offense in hurry up mode.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. There he goes. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is going for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. It's a fumble on the play. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the